Hey guys, I'm Heather Vole,
Hi, I'm Ryan Vole.
and we're Vole Squared at RE/MAX Bakken Realty. We just want to take a quick second and chat with you guys here in the Bakken area and kind of go over what we're currently seeing here in real estate. With everything going on with COVID-19 and the guidelines put out about self-isolation, real estate essentially is deemed essential business here in the state of North Dakota. So we are still out there working. We are still out there trying to stimulate our economy as much as possible, but we are being as smart as we possibly can in regards to health and those restrictions. We're doing things like hand sanitizers and Clorox wipes before we go into listings. All lights turned on so we can touch barely anything, as little as doorknobs sometimes, right?
Yeah.
We're doing things like 3D Matterport listing information, video listing information,
Video tours, yeah.
Skype tours through the house. We're literally trying to do everything that we can to make sure that clients are still actually seeing the homes that are for sale without actually having to go in them until the very last second.
Minimizing the risk as much as possible. Yeah.
Trying to make sure that that 6 feet apart is, being respected and put into practice, but still trying to make sure that we get that end goal of keeping the real estate market alive here in Williston. We decided that since it is such a unique situation that none of us have ever been through before, that we would take this opportunity, as you can see that we are coming to you from our living room, to sit down with some lenders, or better yet, Zoom call with some lenders, and kind of go over with them what they're seeing in the real estate market right now in regards to how are they combating COVID, have they gotten creative with how they're interacting with their clients, what does the pre-approval time look like, are there lending guidelines that are being put out there because of the economic impact that we're seeing because of this pandemic.
And for those of you that may be sitting at home wondering, could I even qualify for a home loan or anything right now? This is kind of what we want to do, is just kind of show you how the lenders are adapting. Some of them have released apps to kind of streamline the lending process. Everything from application to close can you're updated from your phone on an app, and that's just one example. A lot of them have gotten creative and are continuing to approve people and get people into homes if they're looking.
Sure. So we're going to take this probably over the next week, maybe 10 days, put out as much information as we can, speaking with those lenders to you guys. You'll constantly be seeing a few videos that are going to come out from us in regards to all that information. We'll let you know how you can get a hold of them as well as us for any questions that you might have. But we just thought we'd take this opportunity to show you we're still here, we're still working, and things are still going on.
Absolutely.
So on that note, let's go over to our lenders. Okay. Hey, Aaron, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I'm sorry. So my name's Aaron Stonberg. I started lending here back in 2014. Much a different time, obviously talking a little bit more of the people that have been in the industry for a lot longer than we have. We're just in unprecedented times. And it's an interesting time. It's a fun time. It's a good time to be a lender and to be in the real estate game, as this is kind of the time that we have to obviously offer as much to our clients and to basically just the real estate, people in general, I should say. So,
absolutely.
But yeah, no, we're based out of Fargo here, lending all across North Dakota. I work at Fairway Mortgage. Fairway is a mortgage company. It's an independent mortgage company. They did about $40 billion worth of business last year. So they know mortgage. That's solely what they do. It's exactly what we're here to do, is obviously put you in a dream home and a dream loan.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys that you could sit and chat with us today. And so you mentioned that you're with Fairway Mortgage. They're out of Fargo, Moorhead, correct?
Well, we are out of Fargo. Yep. So I'm out of Fargo. So we have a branch here in Fargo. Again, their branches all across all 50 states. They lend in all 50 states too. Headquartered in Madison, Wisconsin. There's a huge branch down in Texas too. But yeah, we're over in Fargo.
Cool. So if a client totally falls in love with working with Fairway and working with you, if they ever decide to leave North Dakota, they can turn around and use you again.
Exactly. That's what we hope for, right?
Awesome.
Obviously making something that's not a one-time use, but again, having a lifelong lender, having a lifelong real estate agent, someone that's looking out for the best interest. That's all what we're about. I always say it's more of a tug of war, right?
Yeah.
It's always easier when you're pulling in the same direction. And again, when you have allies on your side, we're trying to make this as easy as possible. Not only for this transaction, but hopefully for the many to come.
Cool.
That's awesome. Okay. So I know we are all currently facing our challenges of the COVID-19 and social distancing and everything else like that. Can you share with us a little bit about what you and Fairway Mortgage is doing to combat COVID-19?
Yeah, of course. And I think the thing that I appreciate about Fairway right now is just the constant communication. And this time right now, I mean, you could have something that changes from the, when you first log on to the computer until when you actually log off for the night, right? Everything is just so fluid. And just to have the open communication. And again, to clients and to people and individuals and realtors and again, lenders, just having that constant communication, understanding that there is going to be fluidity in the market right now. There is going to be new things that come out, guideline changes, trying to combat COVID-19 and what's been happening in the economy. That is going to be more important now than ever, but also to have the ability to go over and have Zoom meetings like this, right? I mean, how long ago was it? I didn't even know what Zoom was. I mean, a couple months ago, right? And now all of a sudden it just is almost like a verb. Okay, you're going to go on the Zoom meeting. Okay, you zoom in, right? You zoom in right now. But to have that and to have the ability to go over and to see clients, sometimes they just want to go and again, still have that interaction more so than just on the phone, much more so than just email. So we're trying to do the best thing that we can do right now, obviously, still being, again, COVID compliant, we'll call it, but it's something that it's very, very nice to have the ability to go over and have Zoom calls and chat with people on the phone and nighttime, day, whenever it works.
Absolutely, yeah.
So are you guys, you guys are capable of doing online applications and everything like that, correct?
100%. Probably the biggest benefit that I've seen right now is we have an online app and we actually have a mobile app, I should say. So I can go over and text you guys it. It has your guys' information for it as the realtor side, but anytime that there is a notification, anytime that there is an application taken, it gives it to both us and it gives it so we can go and call the client directly. All communication can be handled through that application as well, where it's a push notification. You have a ding on the phone that comes through. It's a very, very convenient way to do business just for how people are on the move right now. People are on their phone. They don't have a lot of time for necessarily a Zoom meeting, but they do have time to go over and fill out a 10-minute application. Not a lot of people have scanners at their home, printers at their home. What do? We go through and we have, again, something, if you need a W-2, you need a tax return. Well, take a picture on your phone. It uploads it into my system right away. And again, that's something that we would have communication in, or at least the notifications on the whole entire time too, just again, simply on your phone.
I don't know if you mentioned it. What was the name of the app again?
So it's Fairway Now. It's very, very convenient.
Fairway Now, okay.
Yeah, it's very, very convenient. It's on the phone right here. But again, it's just something that you can click in, log into. So again, cool. If you have a client that's going through the process, underwriting is back, it would give a notification saying your approval's here.
Oh, wow.
That's nice. Awesome. To go, right? Just stuff to keep on keeping top of mind. Not a lot of people check emails, maybe. We're seeing that less and less right now. But it's people check Facebook, right? So you go through, you have a notification just like that. You just pop in there. Quick takes 2 seconds and you're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good resource.
And with that app, it's also 100% secure, so their personal information is protected.
100%. Yep. So it goes directly to our portal right now. So again, my teammate Zach Brodigan, again, me and him would both get notified on our side. We can go and upload that documentation here to our loan operating system directly with that. So if it's a pre-approval and you need just one more pay stub, again, take a picture of it, send it in, it goes directly to us.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that you guys are coming up with fast ways for those that, like myself, it's a little bit more difficult. I need to practice that strong social distancing. So it's killing me.
You're a hugger. You like to go over.
Yes, it's killing me.
You go in that bedroom. You go in that bedroom, and I'll hang out with you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
The extreme extrovert that I am is dying with the social distancing, but it's necessary now. So it's really nice to see businesses and lenders and people in our line of work coming up with ways to still make real estate as it is deemed essential in North Dakota. We need to keep it flowing.
You have to adapt, right? And the crazy part is right now is to think about like a month ago where people were and then seeing it and how people have adapted so quickly. It's truly amazing. It's truly is.
It really is. Yeah.
So on that note, can you share with us, is there actually a benefit of buying a home right now?
Yeah, of course. Interest rates obviously are the biggest topic right now. Are super low, right? Very, very low, near historic lows. Okay. and to kind of go through it and to see how much you can save just because of your interest rate over the course of 30 years, over the course of 5 years, or even the course of a monthly payment, right? And not necessarily, maybe you were looking in the 250 range, the 350 range. Well, now all of a sudden, because of interest rates, you can go and increase your purchase price because your monthly payment is still going to be staying the same because the interest rates are lower. So that's a huge benefit right now. It's a huge benefit that we're seeing across the where people are taking advantage of it right now. Again, depending on kind of their individual circumstances and situations, but interest rates are the biggest thing right now.
That's nice. So bigger, better home with less of a monthly payment.
Exactly.
Like
exactly. Borrowing a little bit more money for a little bit less. That's the goal, right?
Right for your buck.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you seeing on turnaround times for your pre-approvals? Are you still able to get that done at the same fast pace that you have been before, or are you seeing a little bit of lag?
Yeah, there's no real change. Honestly, there's no real change whatsoever. Again, it's our goal, it's our intention to be as fast and as accurate as possible, right? Sometimes, again, if it's a self-employed borrower or if it's someone that has overtime, we're going to need to do our due diligence, just making sure that we're vetting everything out first and foremost, right?
Sure.
Again, if it's someone that comes through our doors, and I just had a couple here this morning too, but it was very, very easy. Had a 15-minute phone conversation, quick pulled credit, gave them a pre-approval letter. It was all out the door within 20 minutes, right?
Awesome. Wow.
It's super easy, super convenient.
Wow, yeah.
Still trying to keep ahead of schedule and keep on pace for keeping those fast turnarounds for you guys.
It's safe to say COVID really hasn't affected the turnaround too much.
No, not at all. Not in the least. I mean, what it affected, again, was more people that wanted to drop off documentation to the office. Maybe it's taking a little bit longer to go and scan in documents.
Right.
But,
which
like
your
I said,
app addresses that. Yeah.
Exactly, which has been huge for the app itself. Is you have a legitimate paper and a document. Make sure that it's in good lighting and you're good to go, right?
No permanent marker all over the app.
Exactly, right?
So, yeah, well, that's awesome. I'm wondering if you could share with us just a little bit. Have you seen any changes in the guidelines for lending because of the economic impact?
Every day. And there have been guidelines, there have been changes. Again, I would just highly advise to go over and just make sure that you're in constant communication. It's one of those things where things that we were doing a month ago, things that we were doing 2 months ago, they might not apply to every single individual anymore, right? Okay. For instance, verifications of employment. We have to make sure that you are still having a job because, again, it makes sense. Unemployment's on the rise, and you have to make sure that the person has a job when you're buying a home, right? That's one of the big things right now in the industry is just making sure that, again, you're having verifications of employment done. And it is harder because people aren't working. People aren't in the office. So you can't call the basic office line and say, hey, you know what, is this person working anymore? You have to go kind of through some different channels. But again, yes. You have to understand that again, there are some changes right now, but our whole goal right now is, again, to just make sure that we're still getting you into the best home and the best terms as fast as possible.
Getting them to that closing table.
Exactly. And finding different ways to having to communicate, finding different ways to go about and get the job done. Like I said, it's not as easy as it used to be when you're talking about just staying at home and not having the convenience of the office scan or the printer and whatnot. But again, that's what we're trying to do is, again, get creative for you guys. That's something that you guys are fantastic at as well.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
Is there anything that you would like to share with those that are listening? Something that you might think that is important for them, that would stand out, that might encourage them to, seize the opportunity and buy right now, and understand that it's not as scary as you might think in this.
The big bag banker, it's one of those things. Again, we're in it for your guys' best interest, right? Yeah. That's the whole point, is trying to go through and do what's right for the client, do what's right for the customer. Because at the end of the day, we're not necessarily looking at this one deal. We're looking at, again, the whole entire portfolio. That's what, again, I try to always do, is make sure that we're giving you a holistic mortgage experience. And a holistic mortgage experience is not just looking at your mortgage. It's looking at your total debt structure. It's working with your CPA. It's working with your financial advisor. Maybe you trust your parents. Nice. It's getting them on the phone too, to make sure everybody's on the same schedule, right? We're trying to break down the barriers of what it used to be and having the big bad banker that came through. And no, it just is a conversation. Call my cell phone, text me, email me, whatever it might be, Zoom me. Okay. Again, it's something where if you are interested in it, have a conversation. We can go through the pros, the cons, everything in your situation that you have questions on. Let's just all vet it out. The worst thing that you can do is just obviously have the regret of not having the conversation. It doesn't cost anything.
Right.
Just go in there and have the conversation start.
Yeah.
Can never hurt to start, right?
And I think that's kind of the purpose why we're doing this. We just want to let people know, hey, don't be afraid to go find out. Don't be afraid to ask, Just because of everything going on doesn't mean that the housing market's, gone away. There's not.
Yeah.
We're still out there. We're still getting creative with, as you can see us on this conference call right here. We're trying to get as much information out.
Exactly. And that's what you want from, people that are in the industry. You want people that are in it for the good times and the bad times. The economy is always fluctuating, right? You want someone who is representing you in the bad times as well as the good times, right? And that's, again, what we offer. And that's exactly what you guys offer as well.
So how can somebody get a hold of you if they want to start talking about the process with you?
Most definitely. I try to be as easy to get a hold of as possible. Feel free, shoot me a text, give me a call. On my cell phone, again, something that we can always send out or give out. But whatever way is easier for you. Email, phone, text, anything. If you want me to
Do you mind sharing that number with us?
Yeah, I'm sorry. 651
okay.
434-1772. Again, that's 651-434-1772. It's my cell phone. I'm originally from Minneapolis, so that's where I get the Minneapolis number. But no, that's it. So if you ever see that number come across the screen, please answer it.
How about a good email for you? So for those that like to send out those emails.
Yep. So it's my first name dot my last name at fairwaymc.com. So Aaron.Stonberg, AARON .Stonberg. I'm sorry. Stonberg is STONEBERG. At Fairway MC, such as fairwaymortgagecorporation.com.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Appreciate it.
And we hope
thank
you
you.
guys
This is great.
Yeah, I hope you're staying safe and busy, and we'll get through this. And until next time.
Exactly. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Good day.
Take it easy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for taking the time to watch our video. We hope that it answered any questions that you might have about what's going on in real estate and the lending world here in the Bakken area. And if you want to get a hold of us and ask us any questions, there's a couple different places you can find us.
Yeah, we're on Facebook at facebook.com/volsquared, Instagram volsquared, Twitter, and also volsquared.com. We feature listings on there and a couple other videos and everything that we've done also.
And that's where you can find our videos, so they don't even have to go in the house yet, right? You can go take a look at some homes you might be interested just by watching some of those.
Yes, and if you'd like to, go to volsquared.com. You can sign up to be on an email list to receive listing videos and future, updates and news that we're putting out regarding real estate.
And of course, you can always catch us on the phone at 701-713-0908 and 701-713-0911. Apparently he forgets his phone number. We appreciate you guys watching.
Thanks again,
we hope that everybody's staying as safe and as sane as you possibly can with all this going on. We look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you.